when Project Restart happened after the pandemic, 11 straight games he got a run. He wasn't just one of the best players for Chelsea. He was one of the best players in the Premier League. In those 11 games, 5 goals, 4 assists. Christian Pulisic has proven he can play at this level. Can he prove to stay healthy? I don't know if this is a situation where he's not been healthy. He's just not gotten a run, and that worries me for Christian Pulisic. If I'm Christian Pulisic, and we've heard it before from Stevie Nicol, you're knocking on that door. Thomas Tuchel, what is going on, my man?
Chelsea has played 810 Premier League minutes under Tuchel. Christian Pulisic has played just 134. Herc, I want to show you the quote from Tuchel after the match on Monday, because there's a lot between the lines, I feel like, with this. Quote, maybe his biggest problem is that I know him from Dortmund, and I think he started only in the cup games. It is my responsibility, and it is a bit unfair, but I know what impact he can have in the last 20 or 30 minutes. He was a bit unlucky in the last few games. It isn't a lack of trust or quality. It is just that he will have to be patient. I don't know if I like the honesty here from Tuchel, that it's just unfair, but if I'm Pulisic, it is unfair, isn't it?
You know what this is like, Sevi? This is the old, it's not you, it's me breakup. This is what he's doing. He's telling you, you've done nothing wrong, this is more on me. No, that's a cop-out. It is obviously you. I am not happy with what I'm seeing out of you, because if not, I would play you. Thomas Tuchel right now understands the situation for Chelsea. He understands what they're fighting for, that Champions League spot. Nobody's catching City. We understand that. But Champions League, 2, 3, 4, they're up for grabs. You don't want to be in Europa League. So if that's the case, and you honestly think that Christian Pulisic can help you get there, he will play. Doesn't matter how much or how little you know a player. If you think they can help you win, they're going to play. And obviously right now, he doesn't feel that way about Christian Pulisic.
Hey, Herc, let's go back to January 2019. That's when Pulisic was in the transfer window between moving to Dortmund and eventually signing with Chelsea, right? He gets another 6 months of loan at Dortmund. But that's when the decision was made. And Herc, if you remember, at the time that he signed with Chelsea, there were a few other big-name suitors out there. And I think there was also a pretty significant percentage of U.S. men's national team fans who saw that jump to Chelsea and asked what we now know to be legitimately, would Christian Pulisic be able to get minutes in a loaded Chelsea team? At the time, I thought people were being a little bit like negative Nancy's about it. But in hindsight, Christian Pulisic made a mistake in choosing Chelsea for his next step, didn't he?
I don't want to say he made a mistake, because I think he's proven he can compete at that level. I just told you, I gave you Frank Lampard's number when he played those 11 games, those 5 goals, 4 assists. He proved it. But Christian Pulisic has been inconsistent himself. There comes a time with every footballer when you've got to look in the mirror and you got to say, what am I not doing? Well, he's been injury prone, and not only at the club level, at the national team level, he couldn't get on the field. But when he's been on the field, he's been productive. My worry here is the man who trusted you most to give you your first team debut, to give you those vital minutes when you were at Dortmund, now doesn't trust you enough for you to play. He's trusting other players who he's getting a grasp and a feel for in a very crowded field. And yes, it's a fair argument. Did he make the right choice? Because you brought up, and we've talked about this many times before, Liverpool. Well, with Jurgen Klopp, a manager who knows him well, could you honestly tell me right now, with Jurgen Klopp, Shaqiri, and maybe Jota, and maybe Sane, and maybe what is Mo Salah, Firmino, what is them right now, he wouldn't get a run? I think he would.
Very interesting. Remember, Christian Pulisic, still just 22 years old. The reason I said it was a mistake, Herc, and I know our producer wants us to move on, but just very quickly, Chelsea is not a place for stability with managers. And when you're 22 years old, you need stability with managers.